They say money can't buy happiness, but Raymond Vance believed that was a lie told by the poor. He had everything: a steel empire that dominated the country, a sprawling glass mansion overlooking the ocean, and more wealth than 3 generations of his family could ever spend. Yet, every single night, Raymond lay awake in the suffocating silence of his bedroom, because while money could buy silence, it couldn't silence his own mind. Every betrayal he committed to reach the top, every friend he ruined, and the memory of the family he abandoned, it all crawled out of the dark the moment he closed his eyes. Guilt was eating him alive from the inside out. It was a stormy Tuesday night when his life changed forever. Raymond was alone in his study when the heavy oak doors opened. No alarm sounded. No security guards intervened. Standing in the doorway was an elderly man dressed in a long, midnight black coat. His eyes were impossibly deep, reflecting no light. The stranger walked silently to Raymond's desk and spoke in a voice that sounded like ice cracking. "Raymond Vance," the man whispered, "I can cure you. I can buy your guilt, your nightmares, and every single regret that keeps you awake. In return, I do not want your gold. I only want a fraction of your shadow." Raymond laughed, assuming it was a psychological prank. "My shadow? What use is a piece of dark space to you? If you can cure this burning in my chest, take it all." The stranger smiled, presenting a weathered leather scroll. Raymond, desperate for peace, signed his name in ink. In that exact fraction of a second, the lights flickered, and the stranger was gone. The next morning, Raymond woke up to a miracle. The crushing weight on his chest was gone. The memories of his past sins were still there, but they no longer hurt. He felt nothing but a strange, hollow peace. He felt untouchable. Weeks passed, and Raymond became a machine. He fired thousands of struggling workers without a single ounce of hesitation because he could no longer feel pity. He crushed his competitors with cold, calculated cruelty. His wealth grew rapidly, but his humanity was rapidly draining away. Then, the true nightmare began. One afternoon, his daughter came to his office, crying hysterically about a tragedy in her life. Raymond looked at her. He tried to feel sad. He tried to feel worried. But there was absolutely nothing inside him, just an empty, cold void. He stood there like a statue of stone, staring at his own weeping child as if she were a total stranger. That night, at a high society party, Raymond tried to laugh. He tried to feel the warmth of the expensive champagne. But his heart remained dead. He could not feel sorrow, but he could no longer feel joy, love, or connection either. He was locked in a sensory prison. Panicked, Raymond ran to his private bathroom and looked into the mirror. His heart stopped. The mirror reflected his face, but behind him, there was no shadow on the wall. He turned around in horror. On the bathroom floor, His shadow was indeed there, but it wasn't moving with him. It stood upright against the wall, completely independent, staring down at him with a silent, mocking grin. Raymond realized the terrifying truth. When he sold his shadow, he had sold his soul. Desperate to feel again, Raymond spent millions trying to track down the mysterious stranger. He hired private investigators, occult experts, and scientists, but found nothing. Finally, on another stormy night, the oak doors of his study swung open. The stranger in the black coat stood there once more. Raymond fell to his knees, tears of sheer desperation refusing to fall from his dead eyes. "Take it all!" Raymond screamed, throwing his financial portfolios at the man's feet. "Take my empire! Take my billions! Just give me back my shadow! I want to feel again! I want to cry! I want to feel the pain! Just let me be human again!" The stranger looked down at the broken billionaire, his voice echoing with pity. "Raymond," the man whispered, "you do not understand the design of your own creator. Regret, guilt, and sorrow are not your enemies. They are the friction that keeps your soul alive. When you traded your guilt to save your sleep, you traded your capacity to love. You wanted a life without shadows, so you became a shadow yourself. And a soul once traded can never be bought back." The stranger vanished into the mist, leaving Raymond Vance alone in his massive, empty mansion. The richest man in the world, sitting in the dark, unable to feel even the tragedy of his own eternal silence.